Ha ha ha. Fuzzy, guess what time it is, Fuzzy? It's the Tarin and Fuzzy Show. Woohoo! Hello, everybody. I'm Tarin Camarena, a VFX artist and cinematographer, and I'm here with my best friend, my Fuzzy. Today, we're going to talk about using values, darks, and lights to help tell your story. Having a good understanding of values can help you with any artistic field, whether it be cinematography or visual effects. I have much of my knowledge about values through plein air painting. Before I start any artistic project, I like to create a value study. This can be much more useful than just creating a storyboard with no shading. This way, I can properly prepare myself to tell my story. Today, we're going to discuss a value study that I made on my iPad for a VFX project. Look it, everybody wants to see your fuzzy face. Everybody loves his fuzzy face. Everybody. Who doesn't love a fuzzy face? First, I start off by using my imagination combined with knowledge of artistic concepts to create a story. Everything that I do onwards is to help tell this story. I started off my value study by creating the basic composition using size and placement. The things that I want people to pay attention to, I make bigger, and less important things I make smaller. Then I get to the fun part and begin to shade things. Again, I shade to tell my story and give contrast to the key features in my composition, using only a few values because that's all you really need to get your concept across. I do this through a combination of light and dark values next to each other to create contrast. The more contrast, the more your audience will pay attention to a specific area that you want them to pay attention to. I make the helicopter big in the screen since it is also an important element to telling my story. I create things at an angle to give the feeling of chaos and make things more interesting. It's also shot at a low angle to make things more dramatic. For this sketch, I created a tunnel composition which pulls your focus towards the main feature, which is the explosion. Everything in the scene frames this explosion. I make sure that everything that I put in my value study is appropriate for telling my story. That's pretty much it, and in the end, you have a value study that can help you with setting up lighting, camera movement, composition, and even sound effects. I love creating value studies for all my projects, and they are very useful. Once you are done creating your value study, most of the work is already done. Woohoo! 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 Woohoo, Fuzzy! Woohoo! Woo! 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 Coming up with a good composition is usually 50% of the work or more. Look at my big beast. My big fuzzy beast. My big fuzzy beast. I'm using 3D to create my shot, 3ds Max, V-Ray, Nuke, X-Mesh, Blinking Particles, and Fume Effects. It's a very necessary skill to know how to create contrast through the use of values. You can simplify things, yet make the shot look very complex. Lots of people think that you need to add lots of detail everywhere to make a shot look good, which can seem overwhelming. However, if you have a good composition, you can simplify things and be more effective. Having the skills to create contrast is important for any artistic field, business, or even marketing yourself. People are just drawn to contrast, and you can control the way people think through the use of contrast. That's all my Fuzzy have to say today about creating contrast through the use of values. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, remember, knowledge is power. Fuzzy power! Woohoo! Good job, Fuzzy Monkey! Good job, Fuzzy! Good job! You did great, Fuzzy. He's a master of values. Fuzzy values. Fuzzy values. My best friend. Good job.